Hello, hello. Can you hear me? Hey, how's it going, everybody? Let me turn down the music. Let me know if my voice sounds like a good level compared to the music. How's it going? I should always check this before I actually go live, but I never do. So, one day it'll happen, but at the moment it doesn't. So welcome. We are gonna do some more Hacktoberfest PR reviews today. And again, this stream is going to be sponsored by Tuple, the pair programming software we used last time. I'm gonna try to use that again with somebody else, like maybe tomorrow or the day after. So reach out actually if you want my PR, if you want your PR to be reviewed by me live, like we did not yesterday, Friday. I don't even know what day it is anymore. Ooh, I need to pop out the chat. How's everyone doing? What are your plans for today? Because I had only planned as far as doing this live stream, and I have not planned anything else for today. In this live stream, I kind of haven't planned either. We're going to review some PRs, but we are going to pick which ones we're going to review, like right now. Sounds good. How's the comedian? She was great. I think it was pretty worth it. It was a very long drive, but I think it was pretty fun. Okay, everything I think is all good. Cool. We will leave it like this. So let me have coffee. So I actually have coffee this morning. This mug never turns out great. This is a little pear because it's pair programming, but it's of course green and I have a green screen, so you don't ever get to actually see it on the camera. Maybe one day I'll do something without my green screen. And I just made it so it's like hot. Okay, let's switch over to my monitor and figure out what do we want to do today. Okay, here we go. Ooh, I realized, I think last time maybe my head was covering this window. Hey Morris, how's it going? Okay, so let's look at, I usually start the day looking at all my notifications because I have to see, did anybody work on any new issues? Okay, I think this was just an update to some of the PR. I check all the new issues to see if anybody commented on an issue that they want to work on, so possible for it. Okay, I'll see what you mean. Hi there, as my PR was just accepted where possible for, yeah. Okay, so this PR, or this issue, somebody asks if they can take it. I have to decide how I want this to work. It's actually related to the last maintenance event export thing. So let's go ahead and run it, and you can see what this bug is first before we get into some review. Blue screen. I could do a blue screen, but I already own a green screen, so, and I don't own that many things that are green that this ends up happening, so we'll just keep the green screen for now. I'll post, it's a picture of it somewhere is on my Instagram at some point, or I'll post a picture of sometime. Just be like, all ready for Hacktoberfest, have my pair programming mug, and, ooh, again, this year I have my gigantic Oktoberfest beer stein that I got in Munich, and I have water in it right now. It's great. But it's in honor of Hacktoberfest, and it's my Hacktoberfest t-shirt that they no longer give out. This was, I think, the last year that they did it. It was, yeah, 2020. Feels like forever ago, and also not forever ago at the same time. Okay, so this bug is let me add a new vehicle. Oh no, there's not a vehicle there. Why is there not a vehicle? There should be. Oh, now it's back. This is a loading issue that I've been seeing, and I don't yet know, haven't seen it repeatably, so I could like figure out how to make an issue for somebody to fix it. But I'll show you what this bug is real quick before we go into some reviews. Second car. What's a car model? Ford Focus. Okay, we have two cars. Let's see. Do they both show up here? Yeah, good. So the export button shows up because we do have one event for the first car, but if we click export, but instead of choosing the first car, if we choose the second one, hit export, it shows blank because it tried to export all the events for that car, but there were none. So what do we want to do instead? Because if you clicked export with the first car, you would have gotten this rendered PDF. I was going to change how this happens anyways, I think. So remember commenting on that last time. Let's see. So what I wanted it to do is if once you click export, you would immediately actually, instead of that intermediary screen, you'd be taken to this screen directly. is what I was wanting. And that would get rid of the other issue. So let's, in the meantime, instead of immediately getting rid of this, so somebody can work on this issue. Let's say, show an alert if you tap export, but there's no events. Whoops, for this one. Okay. Okay, you can take it. The solution for this is to make an alert that says no events to export for this vehicle. Does that sound good? You would click this. If you hit export, instead of getting a blank screen, you would get an alert. I think that sounds good. Make an alert that says no events to export for this vehicle. If you tap on a vehicle and it doesn't have any maintenance events. Okay. Vehicle is a hard word to spell. I spell it wrong, like every time I start writing it, it's hard to spell. Okay, so we don't have any maintenance events if you tap on a vehicle and it doesn't have any maintenance events. Yay. Comment, and then tell this person that they are assigned, and then done. That is the last of the notifications. The rest of all these notifications are all the PRs that I have to review. So let's start looking at those. Okay, pull requests. Yeah. Okay, looking at this list. Anybody have a PR they want me to review first? I reviewed a few the other day. And so people need to go back and fix. So if it's changes requested, I'm not going to review that one because the other person, the contributor, still has to go back and fix something. Oh no, look at this list. Anyone have one they want me to review? I'm going to click on this one anyways because it was approved. I need to fix something though, and I don't know if the person let me. Let's close this really quick. Oh, cancel. No. What? Is that real? Okay, that is what he called the branch. Okay, hasn't given me access. So the thing I just checked was somebody, this person, Mike, whoever you are, if you're here, let me know, but they need to give me access. When you create a PR, somewhere there's a checkbox at the bottom here that says allow the maintainer to change the, to edit the PR. Make sure you always check that, because for this one, I changed like 2 different things on this PR, and I would have just done what I did last time, which is commit them and then directly push, but because they did not check that box, I can't do that. And then now, this PR is reviewed, or yeah, it's reviewed and it could be merged, and it's only a 50-line change, but I can't merge it because I'm not able to make the edits that I want to make. Like, I could always just merge it and then go back and make the edits, but it's easier just to do it in the PR when it gets merged. Okay, Omar, let's see what yours is. Thank you for the little hearts. I saw those. Can I? Ooh, I can press little hearts on my own stream. That's funny. Be sure to like the video if you haven't yet. I see 0 likes right now. But you can go ahead and like the video. I would appreciate it. Because I forget we're on YouTube, and that's a thing. Okay, let's see. We could do Omar's, which, so we have 155 line. See, it still doesn't show me how many lines have changed. I have to like click into every single PR to see. So that's 155. Omar, how big is yours? Yours is 91. Okay, let's do yours because it's smaller. Okay, this issue is add a new section to the settings view called units. That's just a row that says units and a picker for metric and imperial. Set the user default based on the user's settings on their phone, and depending on which one they select, adding defaults to the add odometer reading view for pre-selecting miles or kilometers. Okay. Let's check out the PR. So I always do. Can you see it again? I can't remember. Yeah, you can. Ooh, barely see it because my head's in the way. There we go. I always forget. I put my terminal like right here. Ooh, my mouse goes behind my head. Yeah, actually that makes sense because I put my camera on top. But I always put my terminal like basically right here. But you all cannot see that if I put it right there while I stream. So let's check out this PR. GHPR checkout 356. Oh no. $356? Did I not type that? I'm typing this right? Oh, this is the issue. Duh. Whoops. Oh, so that's why. Oh, so that's there. There's no PR with that number, which makes sense. There is not. There is a PR with the number 364. That's it. So this is the PR. There we go. Everything's checked out. It's fine. Okay, I already have the Firebase emulator running, which is just this command of Firebase emulators start and then import local data and export on exit, which allows me to always it allows me to use the Firebase emulator and use data that's written locally so that like it is saved between sessions rather than you always having to redo it. So if you didn't want to do that, you could just take away the rest of that command. Okay, let's first run it and see if it works, and then there's 5 files changed, so we'll look through those. Oh, this music is weird. Let me see. I haven't transferred all of my playlists. Yeah, this is the only playlist I have. I have some others I usually switch between, but I went from Apple Music to Spotify recently, and because of that, I haven't moved all my playlists over yet. It's like I stream music from like Apple Music or Spotify. Okay, let's see how this works. Ooh, gotta move, yeah, the thing so it's not behind the little tuple icon. Beautiful. Okay, what are we doing? It's add measurements for settings view. So if we go to settings, okay, we have the new units. I think, did I say where I wanted it exactly? No, I don't really care. I'm gonna actually end up moving this below vehicles because I feel like it's less important on this screen. Like the first thing you want to see is all of this of like this app is open source, and then let's see the vehicles first before we get to Imperial. So yep, it's a picker for Imperial or metric, and it's automatically set to that. And then the view is add odometer reading view. So if we do plus, it's selected miles. So if we go back to settings, switch this to metric, this should by default now be kilometers. Cool. Okay, that's all we wanted. That's pretty much exactly what the feature is. So let's do the thing that I said of let's move this from this section to below vehicles. Or should it be in this profile change app icon? Because it's kind of like a setting sort of thing. No, I'm going to keep it separate. Because I feel like later this might change from the word units to like settings, I don't know, some other kind of settings, and then this will say something. And this will say units, I don't know. We'll see. We're just gonna move it to the next section below. So that is in the settings view. And go back to the PR. So we have an empty string. I wonder what that empty string is that we had to add. Imperial unit system. Metric is metric unit system. Preferred system. Units labeled to represent the option for measurement units. That all looks good, other than I don't know what the empty one is. I have an idea of which one it is, but we will see. The vehicle lists to its own tab. Yes, but also I'm not sure yet. So the vehicles we do have a new feature. Is that one of the PRs that we could review? Where'd my PR little lists go? Let's go here. Yeah, we'll review this one, 362 as well. And you'll see something else we have for PRs. So Robert, remember that, and we will come back to it, and I'll explain. Okay. IsMetric is a Boolean. I think this doesn't technically matter. Okay, where's dashboard view or settings view? App storage, private var, this. Also note, when you make variables, your public variables should be at the top, and then your private ones should be below. So actually, this should not be at the top because it's a private variable. It should actually be something that we need to add right here, because you should always have like your most publicly accessible stuff at the top, and then it gets more private as you go down, is the way I organize files. So do whatever like your company has, but that's the way I do this. Okay, and then dashboard view is just adding a new section. Preferred system. Yeah, so let's move that preferred system. Let's move this section from here to below the vehicle stuff, but before the profile, so that would be here. And then that all looks fine. Measurement system. That is okay. Imperial. Okay, I just don't like that. How it's written, I'm gonna move it to a different line. But let's not call this default, because yeah, it sounds like it's a, what do you call it? It sounds like it's a built-in thing, but it's not. So for now, let's, also this is probably one of the other files that's new. Yeah, measurement system. Let's change this to not be the word default, but it's going to be user default because it is based off of the user's default settings of their application. So let's rename. To user default, stop this, make sure it still builds. Can't this also be, what are the measurement systems? Are these just a list of countries? US, UK. Feet, points, are there any other? What are the other measurement systems? That's weird. There's just US, UK. Because everyone else uses metric? Is that what this is? That's weird. But okay. That UUID is kind of dangerous. Should probably use a stable UI. Yeah. Okay. So this would be... Well, could it just be like let ID is... Oh, must not contain stored properties. Oh, okay. So... Also, I don't like it all on one line like this. It looks weird to me, so it's gonna at least be like this. But... Hey, Ben. Also, what about having a UUID for this is dangerous? Because this would be an enum where the ID is generated every time we use it. That could be weird. Reason is that every time this gets evaluated, SwiftUI will think it's a new thing and possibly trigger unnecessary re-renders of views. That's a very good point. We could just make the ID the title, because the title is unique. Could it be like that? Just the fact that it's computed. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, something on my own. I really just woke up. Like, right frickin' on stream, I was like, let's wake up immediately and then run around before stream. Okay, this should just return in a localized string. Ooh, interesting. Where is this scoped if it's not in Foundation? It's in Foundation. But this could be localized string key. Is it localized string key or localized string reference? I forget which one I always use. It's localized string key. Oh, interesting. Localized string key is inside of SwiftUI. You can just use the raw value form of the enum. That's true. Well, it wouldn't really matter at this point now, because do we even use the raw value actually? Oh, whoops, clicked on that. Let's look raw value. Okay, so we don't use the raw value. I searched it in the PR. So technically this isn't needed because we are not using it. But we could keep it here and then just do like return raw value. Whoops, need a comma. Hey Boyaga, how's it going? Okay, let's import SwiftUI to get localized string key, and then oh, is this what we found last time? The localized string key gives us a key, but there's no comment on this, right? So we have the value. Let's look at this again. Local. Yeah, I've looked at this. Localized string key. Localized string resource versus localized string key versus just string. Where was the TLDR? I just saw it. Great version. Localized string. String does not ensure localization. Localized string resource. Stronger typing the string. Handles inline defaults. Modular comment. Not fully integrated with SwiftUI, so I'm guessing it's the other one. Localized string. Localized string key. Doesn't allow for inline default. Comment disconnected. Some is get ignore. Module bound. So localized string resource, I think, is then the newest one. Did I write this? I probably did. Oh no, it's not me. But we do use both. We use localized. Let's see if we change this to localized string resource. These fail because that's not the same type. Oh, come on. String resource. But the same thing, there's by default no comment. Okay, so we could do it like this. The default value is that. And then comment. Is that the way to use this? It's too long, that's funny. Okay, let's do it like that. Ooh, let's see. Do I have any? I do have cursor, because this would be a good thing AI could do. Let's see how it works. Cursor. So I have cursor as in I have the IDE. I do not have a subscription on it right now because I canceled it. Let's see if it could figure out what to fill in next. Does mine work? Create this localized string resource for no. Cursor is being overloaded, so me as a little free user cannot use it. Don't save. Okay. Guess we get to type it all out manually. Okay, so metric, copy metric, metric unit system. Oops, forgot to put quotes around it. Does anybody use AI? It's a topic that's hot right now. Does anybody use AI with any coding stuff? Like Cursor or just asking ChatGPT or whatever? Let me know, because I go very back and forth on it. Every time I use it, it does not give me good results, so I just still don't use it that often. But I am attempting to use it more. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so this file is good. We changed this to... Okay. Move this section to under the vehicles. I fix this. Be with the from top to bottom. Okay, that's another comment. Check that one. That one's fine. But yeah, you go back and forth on AI as well, just to see if it's possible. See if a possible implementation is possible. All good, use as a doc reference, although it does make stuff up. Yes, I was looking at somebody's post on Threads, I think, and she was saying how she just used AI to help her learn all the different property wrappers. And I was like, awesome. So then I read through the ChatGPT response that she got, and I then pointed out how, like, point number 2, subsection whatever, I was like, this is incorrect. It just made that up. So, trust ChatGPT, kinda. Always check, because it's not always true. Is my audio spiking? Maybe I'll turn it down a teeny tiny bit. Is there music still? Oh yeah, there is. Okay. Yeah, it works. It's one of those, it works until it doesn't work, basically, is how I feel. Okay, when you submit a PR, also notice, I think you should see this on your side as well, that if you see a Swift lint warning, be sure to not submit anything that has Swift lint warnings. This was one that was already there, so that one's fine. But I did see one. I just saw one that triggered on my side that we should have seen over here. Oh, I know why we didn't see, because I made this word longer, so now it's longer. Okay. We will just change this like that so it doesn't trigger. Or actually, I don't like that. We're just gonna disable next line length. Okay, so if we build this, then this will no longer trigger. It didn't trigger at first because I changed this to use the word user default, which made this probably over the limit versus the word just default wasn't. Always check, yeah. Always check ChatGPT, because from my experience, that bro's wrong all the time, so proceed with caution. Okay, so we have the settings view. Where is this empty string coming from? Localizable strings. Empty string. Where are you in the code base? Let's just look for an empty string. We get all the equals empty strings. Ooh, did you know you can click on a file when you're searching something and then click delete on your keyboard and it deletes it from your search results? It'll come back if you like hit enter and search again. But you can just delete results. Be like, okay, we know it's not this one, this one, this one. No, it's not that. We didn't touch add maintenance view. Didn't touch authentication. We did touch settings view. That was probably already there. Didn't touch that one. Dashboard view, it's not that. Nope. Model, nope. Nope. Okay, it's not any of those. Error message. It's probably this. It's weird that it's new. A new line here. For this empty string localization, there's a new line. That's weird because there's already places that would have generated that, so I'm surprised that that came in there. Let's build it and see what else is. So we changed that variable, we move this, we move that, move that. Oh my gosh. Okay, moved all that stuff around. That's all fine. Okay, so we'll just check that. Measurement system enum needs to conform to string to be able to save inside app storage to make it raw representable. Oh, okay. Good to know. Did I delete that? Okay, I kept it, so we're still good. But I see why you did that now. Okay. Let's now... What is this? Enum, app storage keys. Where did this go? Do we already have a constants file? So let's throw this into the constants file because I'm fine with this file kind of being long up until the point that I think it's annoying. It's not long yet to me, so... Where did that go? Oh my gosh, I lost it. App storage. This one. Okay. Yeah, we are gonna, excuse me, take out the enum here. Where did constants go? And put it inside of constants because that's where all the other things are. And it's okay for this. So SF symbols, yeah, and then app storage keys. So then let's delete app storage keys as a file, move to trash. And then it's inside of constants. But see, this is something that's like, this is my personal preference. The way you wrote it is totally fine, too. So check that one. Yeah, this is actually the font warning. Okay. Add odometer reading. Actually, did I miss something in settings view? Oh no, you're just reading the app storage value, so then when we set it, when we pick something, that should be fine. Okay, so add odometer reading view. This. So we could do it like this. It doesn't almost matter to me. I prefer to keep it like this. So this is still isMetric is equal to false. And then here, we could just do this. I've seen this, I can't remember. This is like a SwiftUI thing. It's where you can use underscore as opposed to self dot. Like if we did that, that's the same thing. Is equal to metric. Ooh. No, it does not like that. So we could still say is metric. What did we default it to? We defaulted to false, which actually doesn't even matter, really. We have vehicles, add tabbed. If it's equal to metric, that would mean it's true. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Then on change of default metric system. Would we actually, I don't know if we would need this because really you would change this on the settings view. You would be in settings view, then you have to go out of it, go back to odometer view, and then go back into the add odometer reading view, which would get redrawn anyways because it's new. So I don't think we actually even need this on change because the view gets redrawn either way. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's comment this out, rerun this. And let's see. I'm checking my email or on my notifications. Because I posted about this live stream super late. I absolutely forgot to post about it completely. Which happens. I need to post the other 2 live streams very soon then. Okay, so if we are on Imperial right now, okay. Reading view, we have miles. If we go back to settings, change this to metric, go back here, go back. Yeah, change this to miles. We don't even need the on change because of how SwiftUI redraws things. It already is fetching the newest value anyways. So let's get rid of that and comment. Actually don't need the on change because it's going to be redrawn anyways. Going from settings view to odometer view to add. Then back. Okay, with that, otherwise this is fine. Is metric. Yeah, that's all fine. Check. Okay, cool. That will be it. And then that PR is reviewed. So let's first commit this. So git add. Let's see, we moving around the units, and what else did we do? And let's say See, and then when I push GPU's git push, I can then just push directly to this PR, so then we can just now immediately merge it. And I did it right, I fixed this on all of them, but you know, you saw it here. I did. All the actions are broken right now because I accidentally broke them all. So, where'd that go? Workflow runs. I'm gonna stop the unit test and just cancel it from running because it fails anyways, sadly. So, that the unit test one fails, so I just like cancel it a lot of times. The Swift Lint one only takes like 5-10 seconds to run, so I just usually let that one go. But it is sad. I need to go back and fix the actions. I'll do that sometime very soon. Okay, there we go. 1 PR finally reviewed, and it only took an hour, like it did last time. Cool, so that one was reviewed. Not closed. 364. Write that down. Amara, your connection dropped. Talking about the on-change modifier. We need it as add odometer view. It can still be opened while switching the settings view. Ooh, that is true. I already merged it, so let me test it and I'll just make it a new issue. You could work on it if you would like, but I would suggest somebody else work on it. It's a completely different issue. I just saw it though. Good for this issue. Hacktoberfest, help wanted, iOS. Okay. Because, yeah, let me... Oh, don't run it. Stop. Okay. Pull that, rerun it. It can, but it feels unlikely though too. Like, it's something that can happen, but it's also something, when you think about it, no one's going to be changing this that often. So if we go in, yeah, metric is there. We could go to this screen. Go back here. So if we change this, does that say miles? Yeah. Change this to imperial and then back. It doesn't automatically change, but it would be weird for it to do that because it wouldn't be something somebody would be notified and they wouldn't be ready for that to change. I'm looking at it and thinking about this. I'm gonna keep it because I don't think it matters that much. As in, like, somebody's not gonna go like, oh no, I need to go change my settings to go be metric just in the middle of adding something. They'll change it here by default. And then this is already set to use whatever local version that the user has on their phone. So it's most likely that they're gonna use the right one anyways. So we'll keep it for now with that assumption. Oh, I have to sneeze again? Oh my gosh. Let me check. How's the stream doing? How are you guys doing? We have 7 likes. Be sure to like the video. Okay, I'm checking out the health settings. Everything's good. Normal latency. Okay, cool. Everything still looking good. Okay, we reviewed 1 PR. Cool. But yeah, stream's good? Good. Bomb. Let's do... These are the issues. These are not PRs. Let's do this one. The add vehicle detail view. So, Robert, you mentioned this. Also, when you make issue titles, you can put backticks around everything. This is a fine title. I almost don't like it because it has like 2 numbers back to back, which is kind of confusing. And you put the number here anyways. So I'm gonna just get rid of this. oops, not cancel. Yeah, that's save. I think this is fine. And then vehicle detail view. Okay, it's kind of funny. You can just put what you type like in here. That's totally fine. So this new feature was, oh my gosh, I have to sneeze and it's coming. I'm gonna do it. Okay, I properly silenced my mic, right? Like, you didn't hear me sneeze. I did it right. Oh no, that just spilled. Okay. Thank you for... Oh, is this your PR? I'm not sure. You have different usernames. I'm not sure if it's the same person. And I have absolutely no idea how to pronounce it, but thank you. If you let me know how to pronounce your name, please do, and I'll try to do it correctly. Okay, we are adding an add vehicle detail view. So this issue was adding a detail view when we tap on the vehicles. So if we run this. Also, this, for anyone who doesn't know, this stream is sponsored by Tuple, which is the icon in the top, that way, over there, because I use it for pair programming, and they offered to sponsor me for these, so that's super nice of them, and I use this software all the time. Be sure to check it out. You can check it out in the description while this was loading. Okay, cool. But it's a great software used for pair programming. I'm even on the website. If you look at the testimonials, one of them is me. Okay. So what we want to do is add a detail view to this. So right now you can swipe over and delete it or tap edit, and then you get update vehicle info. So anything you type here would update to this view. But I want to make this so you can actually tap on this row and it'll go to a screen because eventually we may add like photos and things, and you're not gonna like, maybe we'll change how these are viewed here or something, but I'm thinking let's just add a new screen as well so that there's multiple ways to view all this information. Yes, it is your PR. Awesome. So Ick, is that how you say your name? Did I say it right? Okay, so let's look at your PR. So that's what the issue is that I wrote. Let's go back to the PR. Yeah, notice how, where'd it go? Oh yeah, it says some things like unit tests fail. That's fine. They fail because of me. Okay, let's love what you wrote. This could just be written down here. And then also, if we type edit here, so I'm gonna delete that because I don't really need it. We can do Command E puts backticks around all code kind of things. So if you put a backtick around the things that I know are like code names, as in like names of views and functions and things, doing that makes it easier to point out what is a code thing versus what is just words. So it's easier to skim. So if we update this, now when we look at this, we're like, okay, add vehicle detail view, because we know that's a name. Oh my gosh. Oh, that sounds gross. Sorry. Update settings view so that each vehicle is tappable. Yep. To show that, and then updated edit vehicle view so that the change will occur. It optionally notifies the parent. Let's see what that is, because I'm not sure if we need that. We'll see. But then, yes, love the list of steps. I need to make that so that is like a comment. But this you could get rid of. But then all of these, as long as they all are right. Tap down create vehicle, see a screen. That's fine. Like yours is pretty basic, so it's okay. I'm not even reading through most of this because I know how it works. But others, turn the music down on my side. Others, sometimes the feature might be more complicated. So how you tested this to see if it works is also important. So did I check out your PR? I don't think I did. No, I haven't. Okay, let's check out we are doing GHPR checkout 362, hit enter. And now we have switched your branch to yours, read from disk. So every so often when I switch branches, Xcode like freaks out and it says, do you want to keep the version in Xcode or keep the version on disk? Git switches the version on disk, so that's why I chose that one. And also to prevent that, you could just like close Xcode before you switch branches. It helps sometimes, or it usually helps then because you don't have something open in Xcode and something on disk, sort of. It's just Xcode doesn't know how to do its job sometimes. It struggles. Okay, let's look at the files changed. We have 5 different files. Oh no! So first thing, you have accidentally committed your development team. So we need to not have that. And yeah, and you added your bundle ID. So to fix this, go back and read the contributing document. And again, everything I'm saying, take it as in like, this is just how you do the PR. Nothing that like, oh, you messed all this up. Like, nobody else messes up. No, people mess this up all the time. Trust me. And how I try to say all of this, it's supposed to be like constructive. Nothing against how you coded it. A lot of things I change, and a lot of PRs actually are just my preference. It's really not anything against how you wrote the PR yourself, too. So like the way to fix what just happened here is go back and read this part. So you have to copy and paste this config file and then fill in these parts, and that's what actually... Oh, where'd the PR go? Here. That's what actually gets used here as opposed to the... it doesn't get filled into the Xcode project here. So I will fix these, but it'll depend on what the rest of the PR looks like, because as you can see, when you change the... What is this called? The development team here and the bundle ID, it gets changed in like 3 different spots, but because we use xcconfig files like this, they then are not changed everywhere. So we see like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like 9, 10, like 11, 12, 13, 14. Like that's so excessive. xcconfig files kind of fixes that as well. But we will maybe go back to fix this for you. It kind of depends on the rest of the PR if we're going to fix anything else. So vehicle details, that's all fine. I need to put like lip balm on. I will be right back because my lips are like weird. They feel chapped. Is my music still playing or did I come back at the end of the song? Oh, it's like the middle. Okay. Let's go back to this. Okay, so we have edit vehicle view. Yeah, I want to see what that part is. Then settings view, vehicle detail view, and that's it. Okay, let's look at vehicle detail view because that's the big one. But it's just adding a... It's just adding a view, so I'm guessing I know what most of this is. So we have a selected vehicle. This is optional. Should it be optional though? Because if we put a vehicle here, it's most like to get to the edit vehicle, or sorry, to get to the detail view, we will have a vehicle. So I don't think we probably need to make this optional. And then settings view model, we may not need that either. Let's see. Is showing edit vehicle view. Okay, I think I know what you did. Did you make it so, let's first run this. Did you make it so that we can edit from this screen as well? That would make sense, but technically, it's not in scope, so you didn't have to do that. And you could have pointed it out. Oh, and all your, oh gosh, all your team stuff broke. The project broke how my thing runs. Okay, hang on. We gotta close this. We now have to manually go back and fix this anyways. Sometimes it affects how we run the project, other times it doesn't. Well, it kind of depends. Okay. PBX project file. Oh no, why is it not there? Oh, it's there. Oh, we were just at the bottom of the file. Okay. Line 586. Development team. That does not need to be there. Backspace. Go away. Why is it not backspacing? Okay. Why can I not hit backspace? What is going on? Don't save that. What is happening? Where did cursor go? Let's just quit it. Let's just use VS Code because we're not going to use cursor for any AI purpose. It just exists. Oh, we may have been in the wrong file. That could have been it too. Okay, so we need to add back this line, line 79. And unfortunately, this is the way to fix this, is you just have to manually fix it. We could restart the extensions. Okay, 586. Development team, we don't need that line. 607, product, don't need this. 629. A lot of times I actually will have you go back and fix this. Maybe I should. So for one, you get a practice fixing it, and then two, we could look at some other PRs. Where am I? 650. Be required if we want to edit the vehicles. Yes. 668. And notice the line numbers, 668, this is not lining up directly with the line that it's on because we're deleting lines. So it's going off by like a couple every single time. 672. Yeah, all of these. Go back and read contributing for how to properly do this to fix. But like really, don't worry. People mess this up all the time. I usually tell them to fix it though, so. Did I fix that one? 691. Actually, we could just look for all instances of this because we were getting rid of them all. Okay, that's gone. Bundle ID. Ooh, you changed all the targets. It happens. Okay, all those are fixed. Hopefully, I think that's all of them. We fixed the top one. These are all development team, product bundle ID. Okay, I think that's all of them. Hit save. Now, if we open this in Xcode, clean the project. Build, let's see what happens. Okay, so, yeah, like I said, that's a lesson. is make sure you follow the scope of what the issue is. So you could have then asked me, oh, do we want to also edit the vehicle for this? Rather than what I was thinking was just the view. And the reason for that is some projects would just reject the PR, be like, you didn't follow the directions. I'm not doing that for a lot of these because my goal is to try to make this beginner friendly. So like, even if you haven't fully followed the directions, that's fine. The whole point of this project is for people to learn. So like editing was outside of the scope of this issue. So you did more work than you had to do. This could have been easier. And let's see. Okay, that ran. Let's actually run the project, see if it runs this time. Okay, we added that back, and then all of these are red because we deleted a bunch of lines. Cool. So then also, when we do this, we should see this whole file go away. So it wouldn't say 5 files change, it would say 2. Or 4. I have to sneeze again. Oh no, can you still hear me? Okay, I accidentally clicked the button that like dropped my mic volume. Okay, should be good. Project is running. Okay, there we go. If we tap on this, yep, we get vehicle details. What happens if we tap edit? Okay, then we get up to this. So if I change this to Ford Focus 123, update, that changes. Okay. Cool. I see the point. Now let's see if we actually need all the things that are there. And this built, so I'm gonna commit this. Fix pbx proj file. And push this. Okay, cool. So once we push this, we get this refresh. Sometimes it shows up, sometimes it doesn't. And now we got, okay, 4 files changed. Good. So we properly changed the pbx project file to go back to what it was before all of the changes. So the best thing for you, Ishik, to go back and fix that in your own project on your own machine. Easiest way, just delete the repo and redo the contributing file stuff. Like reread the instructions. That is the easiest way to fix it. Otherwise, you'll have to do what I did, which is individually go through everything and check that you erase the proper lines of code, which you won't see anymore because you wouldn't see it anymore on this PR because I erased it. But you would see it if you did a compare of whatever branch and the dev branch. But either way, easiest way is just delete your repo on your computer and redo it. That's the easiest and simplest way. Okay, that is probably fine, so we'll check that, plus only 1 line. Let's look at, we don't need VS Code anymore. Let's look at the detail view. Is settings view model observable? I think I made everything observable now. Yeah, it is. Okay. Okay, so we have all the properties, navigation stack, then we have a form. Yep. It's every piece, text, Good. I appreciate you put the analytics self, which is the Firebase analytics, so we can all see, well, me, so I can see the analytics of the different screens people use. Yeah, we make sure select a vehicle exists. Set vehicle values is a function to set all the things. Yep, to the incoming one. Toolbar item for is showing edit view. Navigation title. And then the sheet to prevent edit or to show edit vehicle view. Okay, and that's why we have the settings view model. Good, using previewable. That looks all good to me. We're gonna double check the edit part. But otherwise, I think this all looks good. Let's check. Okay, I just did the keystroke for indentation, which I think is good. Let's go from settings view because we go into this from the settings view. Okay, so you did is showing vehicle detail view. What is that one? 243. Did I say to show this as a sheet, or did it matter? No, I said push a new view specifically. Okay, cool. Let's look at 243. Okay, so navigation destination, we are just checking if it's been presented, which is fine. Vehicle, selected vehicle. Oh, it has to be optional because this is optional. Yeah. Does navigation destination, would this give us a thing so then we could make this not optional? We did navigation destination. Made this selected vehicle. Destination item. Is this optional? What is this type? Come on, it's not jumping to definition. Looks like it's trying. Let's just build it. There we go. Okay. Destination. A view builder that defines a view to display when item is not nil. Yeah, what is this type? It's a vehicle. Yeah, we could do it this way too. Which one? I'm gonna do the second way because if we do it this way, we don't have to make the vehicle detail view. We don't have to make that vehicle optional. And then we don't have to have the extra boolean. Select vehicle is used for both edit vehicle view screen and also for my newly created view. I see. Oh, can we use it for both? Oh, because of how this is being used. What is the proper HIG way for we have now an edit and a view? Let's see, we should maybe make edit vehicle view. We should maybe get rid of it actually, is probably what is gonna happen. Because instead of, if we run this, ooh, actually, comment this out and then run it. Oh, stop. Because if we think how this works now, we can swipe to tap edit and then we get this sheet. Or we can tap on this, then tap edit and get a sheet. The best way is probably to keep it all here in the detail view. Actually, it goes both ways. I think both would still be fine. Let's keep both of them actually, but is showing edit vehicle. We would select that. Yeah, we wouldn't be able to do edit. Where's the untap gesture that you had that I was looking at? That's up above. 128. Let's see. On tap gesture. This is on tap of this whole thing. Which another way we could have done is you could have made this whole V-stack into a button, which is what we will do because it's better, because on tap gesture doesn't have as many, what do you call? They don't have as many accessibility features as if we just made it into a button. Infinity, yes, and I'm guessing that's also why you made this frame big as well. Because we select this and then show that, yeah, because if we only tied it to... Yeah, because if we only tied it to the selected vehicle, like I had written here, we would not be able to use it because if you tapped edit, it would end up showing the detail view instead. Do I want to keep both ways? What do you all think? I was thinking I want to keep both ways of how we can edit a vehicle, but now I'm not sure. Because if we could do it like this and then edit, or tap on it and then tap edit. Let's see, what's the... Whoops, click the wrong button. Come back. Command-Shift-H is the human interface guidelines. Let's look if we have anything here for list and tables. Let's see. What's it say the best way is to show this? Like the swipe actions and things. Actually, can we type swipe action? Swipe. Nothing was found. Sad. Okay, so that's good. If we go back, listen tables. It's disclosure controls. No, it's not what I'm looking for. Menu and actions? Ooh, do we have edit menus? No, not that. Activity view, context menu. Pop-ups, toolbars. Let's see, do we have... Why don't we have swipe actions as a thing? Navigation, toolbars, presentation. Ooh, here. It's like a sheet. Presentations for sheets. You are better off asking Claude for examples rather than documentation. I think it very much depends, because AI always gives me terrible information about a lot of things I ask. I don't know if I'm doing it wrong, maybe. Didn't think I was. But this is pretty much what the AI is going to read from. So this is the direct source. So, I agree and disagree. I never reach for AI because it gives me so much crap all the time. I just don't use it a lot. Like, all the information it gives me is always terrible. So I never end up choosing that as my first thing when searching anything. Also, I don't actually know how to use Claude. Claude is a different AI model versus ChatGPT uses something else, their own. I don't actually know what Claude uses. Is it a website? Like, what is it? Is it a website that does something? Or... Claude is very optimized for SwiftUI. How can anyone know if it is or isn't, though? Like, sorry, I like sound very, like, angry about this, but it's just... I don't like using AI a lot of times because it just doesn't work for me. But how is it optimized for SwiftUI? Like, did they feed it something specific, or their model is just technically better than other models? I don't know. Omar said gestures. Cool. Let's look at that. Platform. Okay, where's swipe? See, I searched the word swipe. Swipe should have come up in this document, I feel like. AI is a mixed bag. It generates lots of old, outdated code. Don't over-rely on it. I completely agree with that sentence because, yes, it does give you a lot of outdated code. And this project, I made iOS 18 only because I can, and it doesn't know anything about iOS 18. Let's see. Ooh, all the Vision OS gesture things. Oh, and the Vision OS has a lot of stuff. Yeah, let's go all the way back up to... But it can be very helpful for writing repetitive code when it can see a prior example. Yes, that is what I attempted to do with Cursor before. Apparently, Cursor is so overloaded because people keep using it right now. I can't do anything on the free version anymore. It's kind of sad. So it doesn't even give me like a limited amount of queries. Like, I couldn't even just write one thing. No, they're like, free users, you don't get anything. You need to pay for this. So... let's see. Yeah, it's better than ChatGPT when it comes to SwiftUI. It is up to date with iOS 17. It saves time, to be honest. On the other hand, I find ChatGPT still crappy info with SwiftUI. Yes. Still tell me, how do I use Claude? Is it a separate website? Like, ChatGPT is you go to ChatGPT, make an account. I think technically that's not required anymore. You can sign in, start asking it questions. Is Claude just a separate website to do the exact same thing? It's using its own model? Let me know, because nobody has been able to tell me. Let's look at gestures. Handle gestures as responsively as possible. Avoid using a familiar gesture like tap or swipe to perform an action that's unique. Similarly, avoid creating a unique gesture to perform a standard action. Very true. Many apps violate this. It's kind of annoying. Custom gestures, we don't really do anything custom. 3-finger swipe. Okay, then everything is specific, so... okay, I agree with that. Then, if we want to do a sheet... use a sheet to prevent simple content or tasks. A sheet allows some pairs to remain visible. Yeah, for context. Full screen, yep. Display only one sheet at a time. Yeah, it is the same as ChatGPT, but on top of that, you can paste large code snippets compared with ChatGPT restrictions. Yes, you still have not told me, how do I use Claude? Is it a website? Do I go to the website? How do I do it? I still don't get it. Is it a specific website that I go to? I just type it in, and then it just works. Do I need to make an account? No one has ever answered that question for me of how it works. Like, is it just another website? What was I looking? Oh, I was gonna look at the Reminders app and see how do they do editing. Because they can edit inline, which is fine. And then we tap on this. The mirror and edit mode. Okay, so the tap directly is for edit mode. What about calendar? Calendar we tap to view, then have edit. Okay, we are gonna get rid of the swipe action. That's the way I'm gonna do it. I was looking at Crowden. That's another issue if somebody wants to check it out. Okay, that was a long little investigation detour for how we want to do this. So let's do it where you tap on this and then we do edit. So good that you did write this, Ishik, because I didn't say to, so you didn't have to. But it is good that you did, because that is the way I want to do this, is you do this to edit, you would tap on it, then get edit. I think I want to add a little eye disclosure thingy. Is that what I saw in the HIG? Disclosure control. No, that wasn't it. I was looking for the little eye on tables. Layout and organization. Where'd it go? Table. Yeah, we should have an info button shows details about a list. It doesn't support navigation. Yeah, we should actually have this little arrow on this. I can't remember if this whole thing is in a list. That's the way we should do this. So then the person knows they can go into that directly, because right here you kind of can't tell that you can tap this, but we'll tap it, do this, then have edit, update the stuff, click update or delete. So pretty much what you have, and we're going to get rid of the swipe action. Let's check your code does what it should do, and then I will make a separate issue then to get rid of the swipe action. That's what we'll do. Okay, let's check the rest of the PR. What will be the flow for deleting a vehicle if we get rid of all swipe actions? We will not be getting rid of all swipe actions, only the edit swipe action. So only this one, not the delete. Okay, so I do want to change this to properly do this rather than in a list. So we'll get rid of my little suggestion here. So this, that's then fine. And then this on tap gesture. Is this in a list already? Form section. Can we put a list inside of a form? Is that a thing? I don't think that's a thing. But I do want to make this so... What does this infinity do? What does that look like without it? Disclosure group. Oops. What's disclosure group? See, I wish they would have frickin' screenshots so I could see what this does with it. I don't think we need it though. Displaying data in lists? Yeah, does it have an example? No. No, you can't. Both will clash as I use scroll view underneath. That's what I thought about having a list with a form. That's what I thought. Okay, so without the frame infinity, we can't click over here. We have to, I'm guessing, click on the text. Yes, that makes sense. Let's then, in the content shape rectangle, yeah, let's get rid of the on tap though and activate this with a button because it is better for accessibility. So this whole thing could probably then turn into its own little view to make it easier to read. So if we get rid of that, let's see what happens. But the on tap, we won't do an on tap and we will then just be left with this. So we move the action inside the button and then We have that. Okay, so let's refresh, see where we can tap, where we can't. I think what we have to do is make the frame on that as well to set to infinity, but let's see. Ooh, and it turns it all blue. Let's make it not do that. Ooh. Okay, yeah, it taps, it captures the whole row, so we don't even need to do that. Okay, and let's just make foreground style secondary. Interesting. The button overrides the color still. If I make that primary, is that still gonna be blue? Does the button override that? I'm gonna say it probably will. Oh, it does. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. Makes sense. Ooh, how do we do that? We make button style. Style set to plain. Will that do it? Get rid of the blue? You may need to do button style. Cool. Same thing. We got you. Same thing. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Perfect. And then if we change this... Ooh, can I click? Oh, we're in details. Edit, go back. That is that. And then we go back, and then it's like that. Cool. Okay. So, we have moved this around. That is still fine. Is showing vehicle detail view. So, let's make a comment. We change this to be inside the button. Inside a button. Did that music just end abruptly? That was weird. Weird ending. To be inside a button as opposed to a on tap gesture, because using a button, it's more accessible. Can you hear my keyboard when I'm typing? I can't remember. Sometimes you can, sometimes you can't, because the keyboard is literally, like, my mic is in between the keyboard. Okay, navigation destination, that is fine. So let's look at the edit vehicle. Edit vehicle view. What do we do here? Added a closure on vehicle updated. We pass it a vehicle, and that is also an optional closure. If let on vehicle updated, we do on vehicle updated, which is... Where's that function? Oh, we call it. Okay, if the variable exists, we call the closure. What is the edit vehicle closure again? Wait, what does that do? Edit vehicle. We can heal all the keyboard. It's not a big deal though. I think it's kind of fun hearing somebody typing on their keyboard. Bonus points. Be sure to like the video, but if anybody can guess my mechanical key switches, let me know. Try, see if you can get it, just based on me typing. On vehicle, edit vehicle view. So we only call it, what does, I don't understand, I don't think this does anything. Because we're reviewing right now live, Ishik, are you still here? Do you remember, what does this closure do? Ryan, the reds? Any other guesses on the keyboard switches? It's passed in the vehicle detail view. It refreshes the view. An updated vehicle. Okay. So, okay, it's not used on the edit, but... Where is it passed, though? I don't see where the closure is being passed. the vehicle detail view. I don't see where this is happening. Is this your project? Yes, this is my project that I created for Hacktoberfest last year, and then I made it open source. We had a bunch of contributors last year. We had more than this year, which is okay. I was way busier this year, so that's totally fine by me. And yeah, it's just a project. I totally forgot to explain this at the beginning, but it's just, yeah, a project to track all of your car's maintenance activities. So when you go to like sell your car or something, you can say, oh, these are all the things that happened. But yeah, it's my own little Hacktoberfest project. The link for it is in the description. And anybody is welcome to contribute to it. There's still a couple open issues, but then at the end of Hacktoberfest, I will be submitting it to the App Store. I said that last year, but I promise I will do it this year. Aw, thank you for subscribing. Is it Rudy? Rudy, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. I would love, if anybody knows, I would love to have custom little alerts, but I don't know how to make those. If anyone knows someone, let me know. DM me. So Ishik, I don't see where we use this on vehicle updated closure. I don't see where that gets called anywhere. What do I think of Tuple so far? I love it. I have been a subscriber of it for like at least like 2 years or so, because I use it a lot for pair programming with one of my freelance clients, and I use it for any kind of mentoring I do. So every so often, if I'm feeling like it, I will say, I'll just like drop a DM to somebody being like, oh, hey, like if they're having a problem with something, I'll be like, hey, we can jump on a call, do like a mentoring session, and then I usually send them a Tuple link. So then they can share their screen with me, and then I will go through, like, we'll go over whatever issue that person is having. And it's super easy to set up and like get on a call really quickly. So I love it, would recommend it. It is more expensive on like the like end of subscriptions. Like it's right now I think it's still $30 a month. So that is like higher end of subscriptions. Like, you know, it's 3 times or twice the cost of Netflix or whatever. But when I use it mostly for like freelance work and pair programming and mentoring, like where like they're things that I get paid for, I basically have to do one session and it's paid for itself. So I love it for that. Daniel, if you want to get on a call and if you want to be on my PR review, I may DM you and ask you, because you could try it out. And if you want to make a PR to my repo, we could do that within the next 2 days if you're free. I was like, you have just been volunteered. But no, it's totally up to you if you want to try that. Also, anybody else who is still here at the moment, you can feel free to DM me if you want to make a PR. It could be something small. Check out all the issues that are available, and you could be live on this PR review with me. You could see, I can review your PR, and so look at the stream that I did on Friday. Omar was on here, if he's still here in chat, but you can see what it's like with him, basically. So, it's super fun. I would say join me. It's fun to chat with somebody too, because it's kind of funny live streaming. Like I'm talking to you all as in like I see you chatting, but it's sometimes delayed too because like the internet, that's how it works. But yeah, I would say it's fun having somebody else on a stream because then you get to like have more like real-time interaction is fun. But yeah, Daniel say may hit you up on that. Yep, please do. DM me. You could DM me right now, but I have my phone on Do Not Disturb, so I may not see it like immediately for that. But please do. It's pretty fun. Plus, you can test it. You can test it completely for free. So like Omar did not have to pay for the software. I have a paid subscription, so because of that, you can then pair with anybody who has a paid subscription for free as like a free account because the other person has a paid account. Okay. Ashik, it's inside the vehicle detail view when edit vehicle view is created through a sheet. Oh, I see what you mean now. Okay, I did not read that correctly the first time you said it. Through a sheet. Oh, okay. I see. I get it now. Okay, hang on, let me look at that again. And the reason I'm finding using Superbase, which I found very performant and easy because of you. You have a video with Superbase introduction, and that's where I started to use it, so I owe you a coffee. Oh, please do. Ooh, yeah, yours just says Space. Space, if you buy me a coffee right now while I'm on stream, I have alerts set up. Hopefully it works, and you can have an alert that's like on this stream right now. So if you want to do that, please go ahead. It's in the description below too. It's the buy me a coffee link. If you want to do that, you can do that now, or you can do it whenever, or not. It's totally up to you. I appreciate it if you do, but it will show up on the stream. Hopefully, I think I have it. Okay, hang on. I kind of want to check if you do it. I want to check if it's been configured. Hang on. Buy me. I moved that off because, you know, it's got all my links on it. Oh, hang on. I'm gonna check. Where's my buy me a coffee link? Log in, log in. Loading, loading, loading. Where is the settings? Buttons or graphics? Customize stream alerts? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna send a test. Let's see if it comes up. Someone bought you a coffee. Yes, that was the test. Okay. Cool, so that's what it will work. So, if you do buy me a coffee on stream, we will all see it, and I will appreciate it. Because I haven't been streaming in like a hot minute because I've been doing so much travel. So all of my OBS stuff like was locked out. I had to like redo all of it like before the stream the other day. Whew, I'm falling out of my chair. Looks like Tumblr is free for open source, Mikaela. The site says they generally give a free repos over 100 stars. You should look into that. That is a very good point. I am actually, hang on. I am writing a new note right now to check into that because I should totally do it. Thank you for pointing that out. I have looked at that before, but I remember last time I didn't qualify for it, so I will check that out again. But also, again, they are sponsoring this stream, so they are paying me for this stream, which I appreciate. And so I should ask for it too. But yeah, feel free to reach out and DM me because we could totally go on a stream. It could be fun. It is fun. Okay, let's finish reviewing this PR. So we figured out what this closure is. It's called when we're inside of vehicle detail view. We then right here call on vehicle updated, which gets called in the task. Okay, after we update the information, we call that because that will go back and update all the data over here. Let's see, is that the best way? Or could we do it a different way? Because we also call this on up here. Let me print. If you don't know, you can also type unicorns like unicorns and other emojis everywhere in your print statements. Print on a pure called. I want to see. I can't remember if we have pushed onto a new view. We show a sheet. We dismiss that sheet. I don't think on appear gets called again, but I can't remember if it does. I don't think it does in UI Kit, but I can't remember if it does in Swift UI. So if we go like here, on appear called because we're on the vehicle detail view. Yep. Tap edit. So if we change this back to 123, then if we hit update, I want to see if on appear gets called again. It does not. Okay. That's what I thought, but I couldn't remember if it worked that way or not. Okay, and yeah, Superbase. You mentioned it. I kind of went over that. But yeah, Superbase is really cool. It's really nice. I have not looked back at it since I did that video. But yeah, Space is referring to on my YouTube channel. I have a video for Introduction to Superbase for iOS developers because I still don't think there's any video tutorials on No, there's like 2 others. Jason has one. Jason Dubon. He has a Superbase tutorial as well. But yeah, Superbase is pretty cool. I do like it. Firebase, though, also now has a SQL backend. They call it like Data Connect, I think, and that's something I might look into either for a new project or something else. I have too many ideas. I need to calm down and figure out what ideas I actually can do in the time frame that I have. But yeah, I have so many things I want to do. I just have to find time to do them all. Okay. So, the more I hear it, the more it sounds like you're using Moonlander MK1 with cherry brown key switches. Amazing guess. Plus, I'm gonna switch my camera just so you can see my keyboard in a sec, because it's bigger. Azam Sharp has a really good paid course on Superbase. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. He does as well. His is good too. Where's the FaceTime? FaceTime. I call FaceTime my face camera scene in OBS. Oh, here. This is my keyboard. Yes, it is the Moonlander, so this is only one side of my keyboard. And the thing I have it on is called the platform, I think. It is like their extra thing that they sell to like prop the keyboard up. So like this thing could go up like this. And it has this thingy mabob, so like you can adjust the position. So I could use this keyboard and have it tilted like this. Like at this crazy angle. I don't have it tilted that crazy. It's just like very basic. I have it tilted like just that much. It's like on setting 3 or something. But it's a whole extra part of it that I paid for because I don't know why. And then this is my little brush to clean my keyboard. But yes, you're exactly right. That is the exact keyboard that I have. It's the Moonlander. You can also go in the link in the description, desk setup. You can see what it looks like. Not sure if you use that in Cheated, but that is, yeah, you can see the picture of my keyboard right there. And then also, I have to show you the other side, like unplug the whole thing again. Look at this keycap. It's a rubber duck. It's the escape key, so every time I hit escape, you boink the little... It's the little things. Okay, plugging my whole keyboard back in. Okay. Oh no, it's not plugged in. Yes, it is. Oh no. Oh no, all my windows went away. Oh no, what happened? Oh my goodness, what is going on? Oh no. What just happened? Am I live still? Oh my goodness, you all. I just clicked a button. Somebody, please tell me what shortcut I just clicked. I just clicked a button that made all my windows disappear on like all my desktops. I had to duck too many times. I think so. Oh my gosh. Hang on. Okay, plug my keyboard back in. What is my keyboard set to? Okay. Typing. Okay. All my windows just disappeared. I'm still live. Okay. Because whatever shortcut, oh my goodness, that I just clicked, it made all my windows disappear, and it set my... What is that thing called at the bottom? The dock? It set my dock to automatically disappear. Like, I usually always have my dock on. Where is it? Where did it go? Automatically hide show the dock. No, don't do that. Oh my goodness. That was terrifying. Like, all my windows disappeared. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, that was terrifying. Like, the entire... My computer just went, like, blank. Like, does anybody know what I just clicked? Okay, it still says... we see you. You're on the FaceTime screen. Okay, great. That was terrifying. Oh, good, it was on FaceTime, too, when I did that, because then you didn't see... All the applications on my computer just went away. Oh my god, that was absolutely terrifying. I was like, what just happened? Okay, I think I brought everything. I did not bring everything back. I don't know. Where are my other windows? I don't know where they all are, but should be mostly fine. Oh my goodness, that was terrifying. Whew. Heart attack. Okay, I don't even know where we were. Okay, we had VS Code open. We don't need VS Code though. I should see. Does anyone know Copilot? What model do they use? What AI model do they use for Copilot? Because I may just buy Copilot. Because Copilot also has a thing where they're like, oh yeah, open source repos can get free Copilot access. But I've applied twice. I used to have it last year when I was doing Hacktoberfest, but I think they've changed the criteria and I no longer qualify to get free Copilot anymore. Sadly, so maybe I'll go back and try Cursor. But what else is anyone trying? Is anyone else trying Cursor or other things? Anything else I should try? Because I've tried Cursor a little. Tried Copilot. ChatGPT, copying and pasting back and forth. Anything else other than Claude? Anything else anyone uses? Function F11 shows the desktop. I don't know if that's what I clicked, but it's possible. Because, let me also open Moonlander. Sorry, side detour. This is the Moonlander. Let me log into mine. This is my Moonlander setup. So when I'm typing on this is what it looks like. The equals is way over here. The hyphen is on both sides. I don't know why it's on both. Plus is here. Command-Shift-4, quick way to take a screenshot. And then, oh, actually escape is on the right and then option is on the left. So yeah, anytime I hold option and click on this, I click the little rubber ducky. And then, yeah, like space, all this stuff. This is what mine looks like. If you go to this website, it's like the Moonlander config, like configure.zsa.io. You can then search iOS dev and, you know, it's got my name. I don't know how to change my picture, but it's got my name and it says iOS dev, and this is the keyboard layout that I use. If anyone is randomly interested, after we keep detouring off of everything we can do. You just got Copilot for free. If I could get it, I think you could get it. Oh, cool. Interesting. Then I applied for it. Like, actually, just the other day, I tried to get it for free. Maybe I'll try again. We will see. Cursor uses Claude. Cursor also uses, come back, little warp. Can you still see it behind me? Kinda. Let me move it again. Move it here, move this, like that. Cursor, you can usually do this and change what the model is that you use. And it's in settings too. You can choose which model you want to do. About to dox myself with my email. Actually, you already know my email, technically. Don't email that one though. Don't look at it. Just don't look at it. Pretend I did that. But yeah, Cursor also uses Claude if you want it to. I think I use, yeah, 01 mini. Can I change it? Will it change? Is that the latest one? 2024, 10/22? Is that a date on there? Interesting. Let's see if this does anything. What was I gonna even change? What was the last thing I was looking at? Let's just look at what. Does this work? Oh, it does with a different model. Interesting. Okay. Okay, we're done. We don't need to watch the rest of it, but good to know. Maybe we'll go back into that. Okay. We were looking at this closure. We finally figured out. After, thank you, Ishik told us what it does. We use that to set the variables of this. I'm fine with that. I don't want to change it. Let's get it merged. Let's do it. Did I have any other changes I made to this? I did the button move around stuff. Okay, that's it. Git commit. Put the vehicle details into a button. Okay, let's push that, refresh this one more time, and double check everything, and then I think we're good. Is it difficult to switch back and forth between the Moonlander and a laptop keyboard? I personally do not find it is, but preface that with I'm weird, as in I not weird, but it's I already know how to touch type. So when I went to the Moonlander initially, because it's a split mechanical keyboard, I was like, I got up to speed within like a couple days to a week, back to like, I type at like 70 to 90 words per minute, basically. Oh, I could take a typing test on here. Do we want to do that? It would be kind of fun. Take a typing test. I can aim the mic down like at the keyboard so you can really hear all the sounds. But because I can already type that quickly, and it's like average, on average, faster. Because I can do that, getting used to the split layout wasn't bad for me. And then going back to my like regular laptop keyboard, it's kind of like muscle memory. Just like you're on two very different things, so it's kind of just like easy to switch between them. It's kind of like when you drive a car like that has a stick shift versus like an automatic or something. Like you may like a couple times attempt to shift, but then after a minute you kind of get back used to it, used to like the other car that isn't automatic. I don't drive a stick shift though, so it's not really a great example for me. I don't, but it's like that same kind of thing. It wasn't bad for me. But other people, I have like one friend who I had, he returned his Moonlander because he could not get used to the split layout. So it just depends. But for me, it was fine. Okay, I'll double check this one more time. We had this, we have our new on vehicle updated. Let's also throw in a comment real quick on that. On vehicle, what that closure does. On vehicle updated is a closure for, pass into the closure. Closure to update the values passed in and set them to all the state properties. That's a good comment, I think. We'll push that in a second, and then is showing vehicle detail view. We put this now in a button, so all of that stuff is pretty much the exact same. It's just because the tabbing changed. We add the plain style, navigation destination, and then this one is all of the view. I am cool with that. I think that all looks good. Cool. Let's commit that last thing, and then let's merge this. Ooh, have you heard? If you write... Hang on, where's a poll? I want to make a fun little poll. Has anyone ever seen... Start poll. Has anybody ever seen when somebody comments on a PR and says LGTM, what do you think that means? Git commit, comment. And amazing work. Here we go. We're gonna finally refresh, which we don't even need to because I don't care because I know what it is. Approve. Great work. YouTube channel. Where's the share button? Okay, submit. Cool. So that is submitted. We fixed all those. Yep. And squash. Merge that into dev. Awesome. So I'm going to close Xcode because it freaks out because it's bad at its job. Switch back to dev. Do git pull. Pull the new changes. XCD. Open. That opens Xcode, and then delete the branch that we were just on. Oops, GB. Okay. Amazing! We have merged 2 PRs. We have reviewed 2 PRs in the span of about 2 hours. So I think that's where we are gonna leave off, because I think everything else I have to go back and look at. Well, maybe we'll view these tomorrow. We'll see what we do for the others. Because like this has been slower overall, and this is the end of the month, like not many people are committing as much, because a lot of people already got their 4 PRs for Hacktoberfest, and people then stopped committing. I'll comment on all of these issues and tell people, hey, if you get this merged in the next day, then you can see it be reviewed live on my YouTube channel. There's how many issues? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Did I count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 issues open. Anybody is welcome to take them. Be sure to comment on them, and then I can assign them to you. See all my notifications. They are probably a million workflows. Yeah, see, these are what all these look like when I cancel them and don't do them right. Oh, I need to go cancel the other one. Let's go back. Actions. Cancel. And documentation. Okay, that one already failed. Cool. Then I get a notification that workflows fail and get canceled. But that's fine because I set them like that because I did want them. But when I do this, there's a lot of them back to back to back. Yep, that one failed. Okay, then we have a new one that just came in. But issues. Okay. Ooh, it is 50-50 of looks good to me or let's get that merged. I have not heard let's get that merged until relatively recently. That sounds so funny to me. I always thought it was looks good to me. Oh, do I have 2 of these open? No, I just have VS Code in that one. Love it though. Let's just, I'll keep the poll open for however long I stream. Let's see. Ooh, let's build the project. Make sure it still all builds on dev, because I have broken dev many a times. But this one we have changes requested, so we're waiting on the contributor to fix that one. Oh no. See, this happens, it's like can't find these files, but if you just clear or clean it and then run it again, it finds them. And that's because Xcode can't remember what it's doing. I think if I just cleared derived data also and then redid it, it'd be fine. Sounds like a backronym? What is that? I don't know what that is. Building, waiting for it to build. Do. It's my lap. I hear the fans on my laptop. Oh my goodness. It never happens. Like, it literally surprises me to hear the fans on my laptop. Like, it only sometimes happens. I'm just like, is that the fans? Because I never hear them. Okay, cool. Dev still builds. We are good. This warning happens every time. I think it has to do with just running in dev and doing crashlytic things. But I fixed something with that on my Firebase branch that I have as a draft. I have to fix that. Ooh, I should fix this one as well. Where to go? Not assignee, label. Okay, I forgot I haven't put that on that one. Hacktoberfest accepted. That was before Hacktoberfest. And then let's say this one's Hacktoberfest accepted. So Hacktoberfest accepted means that it'll still count for a PR for you for Hacktoberfest, even though I haven't merged it yet, basically. So it gives it that label so that you still get the credit. Looks good to me. Let's get that merge. Looks like a backronym. It's an acronym that people make up a new meaning for after the acronym already existed. Oh, makes sense. Sounds about right, though. Okay, so that is all good. What do we want to do next? It's already been 2 hours. I don't think we should do any more Because, you know, we'll be on here for another hour probably if we review another PR. Other than this one might be quick because I saw Mike just quickly fixed it. Recreates that, which allows edits by maintainer. I think he could have edited that. He didn't have to redo it, but that's totally fine. Let's just look at, actually, before I just said this, let's look at this one really quick because, because it's a tiny PR. It's like it's a one file PR. Let's look at this one. Okay. Let's also comment on here. Wait a minute, if Mike... Are you here, Mike? If not, I'm gonna come on here. Let's hopefully, maybe they'll get the notification in time. Viewing your PR live. Okay. So if he wants to watch right now, if you are here, let me know. But this will, I should put that in my notes. Allows edits by maintainer. I should put that in my PR thing. Put this in the template. Okay. Asif, hi Mikaela, good to see your live stream again. Yes, also for everybody, I'll be live streaming today, tomorrow, and Wednesday. All probably around the same time. Depends on if I have another person come on to the live stream, if they are available as well. But I will probably then be streaming like for the next 3 days. And I will not always do that. That's just kind of for Hacktoberfest. Here, checkout 365. Oh no. Oh, forgot the word GH. There we go. Okay, let's look. This was changing to add some preview data, so I'm going to edit this because we can add backticks around that. Nope. Yeah, there we go. This was making this preview, so right by default, the preview just showed like add new odometer reading when you didn't have anything there because the previews didn't have any data. So this issue was about making a preview that showed you like data in it. Oh man, more people say LGTM is let's get that merged. Oh no, it's still tied, but then there's a comment. That's so funny. Okay. While this preview is loading, let me build the project probably first. Build. Okay. Just looking at... Wow, over this entire stream, I have only had 23 dropped frames, which is like nothing. Like 1 second is like 60 frames. That's amazing. I just upgraded my internet, so that's why... One reason kind of I'm live streaming now more is because I upgraded my internet and that I can. Previously was like kind of not amazing. But I do want to stream some more. So let me know if this time works for you all. This is the time I used to do it. I did a lot of live streaming last year. It started at 9 a.m. Eastern time for me. So like it was a pretty good time because then I could like wake up and stream. And I would do that on Fridays. We'll see if I still do it around that time. Or if anybody has any other suggestion. I like doing it at that time because I can catch everybody in like Europe, India, like parts of Asia. When I stream early in the morning Eastern time, it gets all of those people. I just leave out like parts of the Western time zone, but that's okay. So what's the criteria to come to your live streams? Fixes some bug in the repo. Yes. So for what I'm doing for Hacktoberfest is you can come join the live stream like Omar did yesterday, where I'm reviewing the PR live with you. So for that, just go ahead, go to issues, which I think I have a tab open for it already. Yeah, I have 2 of them. Go to issues, comment on an issue that you would like to work on. Do that, and then we can review your PR live. And then DM me if you would like to do it. Because yeah, I'll be doing this Tuesday and Wednesday. So today, Tuesday, Wednesday. So pick an issue to work on, comment that you would want to do it, I'll assign it to you, and then go ahead and do it. And then DM me if you'd like to be on the live stream. Okay, let's look at how he did this. So Mike did this by, he created a file private init. So this init can only be used in this file. And instead of passing like a user ID and then creating the view model, he passes in the view model and then sets it. So then inside of the preview down here, he passes in the view model and adds a bunch of data to it. So that's how he created this, so we actually get to see some data with this. So the changes that I made for this, because I did already review this PR, I made this so these two functions are kind of just floating here in this file. Let's just put them in the preview as well. They cannot be private though, apparently, inside of a macro like this. So as opposed to just floating, let's put them there. And then the other thing I change is, so he does like vehicles.append.firstCar and vehicles.append.secondCar. We could instead just append them together, like, I think, is it still append? Vehicles.append. Yeah, contents of. See, AI could get this. Ooh, there we go. First car, second car. Predictive model. It did it. Yeah, that's in the text editing, is it? Editing, yeah, predictive code completion that you have to download separately. It got it. First car, second car. So it could be like that. So it's like we take away at least one line of code. And then again here, instead of adding all these readings individually, let's just put them together, group them like that, and then do, what was it? View model dot readings dot append contents of first. See, first reading, second reading, third reading. There we go. And then wait for the preview to finish, and it should still look the same. Yep, and then if we got rid of that one, save it, we should then only have two. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so that's what I wanted to move around, was let's not come on that line, we'll come on this line. Move these to be added together with supposed to individually, and then same thing here, added the readings together rather than individually, and we used this line. And then moved these two functions inside the macro, because they'd be local to that scope by default. Don't need private. There we go. Okay, so let's see if we can push this change now. Okay, so git commit, PR suggestions, move functions inside preview, and rather than separately. No, it's still not right. I can't push changes. So this would have succeeded like the last one did. We're gonna just comment. Great work. That says, maintainer can't update the PR push the changes, but it didn't accept them. Double check the checkbox editing this PR as opposed to okay, we'll try one more time. Allow edits by maintainer. Why can I not do it if it says he probably checked it? Yeah, allow edits by maintainer. What the heck? Oh, Ryan, thank you so much for 5 coffees and looks good to me. Let's give it to Mikaela. That's hilarious. I love that. I'm gonna post that on social media. That's so funny. But thank you so much for 5 coffees. I very much appreciate it. I will have to go buy new coffee because of that. My little mug. Oh yeah, you can see it's really edit it out because it's green. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. Because yeah, I'm thinking of doing more live streams as I maybe at the end of the year. We'll see. I have a lot of things. I have to sort out my priorities, honestly. To push the branch of the same name remote, use that. Okay, let's try this command to see if it works. No, failed. Yeah, permission denied. It makes sense why I can't do this. It says permission denied because I don't have access to his repo, but maintainers are allowed to edit. Why won't this do it? Maintainers are allowed to edit this PR. Okay, let's look at another PR because I was able to do this on a different one. Add vehicle detail. We did it on this one. It doesn't even say allow edits on this one. Is it because it's merged? Let's look at a different one. Add odometer reading, because I know, yeah, maintainers are allowed to edit this PR. Why is it not working? Let's see. What is the symbol to cross this out? I think it's that. I think that does cross out, yeah. Actually, it says I can edit, but my edits are... don't do. Let's see. That's weird. It says right there, allow edits by maintainer. Why can I not commit and then push? Branch does not track the remote upstream. I know. Same name to choose either option. Probably set push defaults. No. That's weird. I don't know what it is then. Why I wouldn't be able to push to this branch. It's fine because it's just one file, so I don't really dramatically care. I can just go back and fix it, but that's weird. It says maintainers are allowed to edit this. I have a feeling it could be... one thing I see here. They committed directly to dev. So really, they should make a new branch. That could be why. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and merge it, and then I'm gonna fix it on dev, but I have a feeling that might be it. Okay. Oh, not at me, at Mike. My guess is you created these changes on your branch, but actually you should make a new branch when committing new branch when creating a new feature / committing to open source or repos. I think that's the reason I can't commit in push to your PR. Because it would make sense the dev branch is probably protected still, is what I'm thinking. Actually, you should make a new branch when creating a new feature committing to open source repos. I think that's the reason I can't commission PR. I'm going to... but that's my guess. Ooh, like I have saved replies of all these little note thingies. So... yeah, so it gets rendered like this. Note, useful information. Next time when working on a feature, be sure to... ooh, this may mess up his fork now too. I don't know. Next time when working on a feature... oh, Omar, thank you for 5 coffees as well. Oh man, now I can have 10 coffees. I'll be very caffeinated. Watch, tomorrow. Actually, that was what happened with your stream as well. I had just had coffee, and I had like full actual caffeinated cup of coffee. Sometimes I mix decaf and regular coffee, like that's what I did today. But thank you so much for another 5 coffees as well. I appreciate it. Because, yeah, it's, I think, live streaming and, ooh, for anyone also who is here too, it's live streaming and making tutorials is something I really want to do in the next year. So drop below either in a comment or just on the stream right now. Do you have any tutorials you want me to do? Because I'm already planning on doing a vapor tutorial. Ooh, I don't know if I've said that anywhere. That's a secret. I'm planning on doing a vapor tutorial. And when Vapor 5 comes out. But any other topics you want to see tutorials about? Because that's what I'm thinking of doing within the next year. And more open source work, I think, too. So next time we're going on a feature, be sure to create a new branch. To dev. You may have issues updating your fork. Okay, so we're gonna do that. We are gonna go ahead, squash this. We're not gonna run any of the, what do you call those? GitHub actions, because they're all broken. And I know they're broken. I broke them. So we are going to do that. So let's close this again. GCO dev git branch -d Mike's branch. We're on dev, do git pull. And then we are going to fix these again and commit. Let me also... code faster, 55% with Copilot. I tried. Cancel documentation and cancel unit tests because they're gonna fail. Okay. Do you know when Vapor 5 is coming out? Did they announce a time span? They do not have a time span, but they did announce upcoming changes. So go to this article, The Future of Vapor. It's on their blog, and I'll drop it here in the chat as well. Oh goodness, back to ZSA. They announced Vapor 5 is coming, but there's no timeline. Initially, they were waiting for Swift 6 to drop, and that has. So now it's kind of taking all of the Swift 6 changes, making Vapor 5 and the next version of like Fluent and everything with that. So there's not a definite timeline, but it's pretty much like it's a work in progress at this moment. So model.vehicles.append. First car, come on. Second car, beautiful. And see, isn't this is nicer. uModel.readings.append contents of. Can I get it? First, second, third? There we go. Put this beside here. Ooh, I changed 2 lines at once. If you hold Control and Shift, you can then have multiple cursors, which is super fun. Okay. Interested in Vapor, or what else did you say? I was interested in getting started on Hummingbird. It looks very similar to Vapor, but I like how it's more modular and it has service life cycles built in. Yes, Hummingbird is also something I want to get into as well. So that is definitely on my list too. Ooh, here's, oh, this is gonna fail. No, did it fail? No. Clean, it did fail. Build. Let's see, refactor. Previews for odometer view. Okay, so I'm gonna hit enter on that. Hummingbird is definitely one I'm going to do as well, and is on my list too. I'm gonna talk to Giannis about that, which Giannis is one of the maintainers of Hummingbird, and we're gonna, I think, work something out. And let me see. Ooh, where's... If I go to... Let's go to my Mastodon, because I can find things almost better on Mastodon than I do on Twitter, because Twitter makes you log in on the web all the time. What is my Mastodon? My Mastodon is swiftdevs.space/@me. Okay. I'm gonna show you all a post. Oh, my computer fans are coming back on. This post. A new domain has been purchased. I purchased it like the day after, or a couple days after server-side Swift, I think, maybe. This new domain that I purchased does have to do with more server-side Swift things. So you were the first to hear about it all. I think it says 9 concurrent viewers. All 9 of you who are here, you're going to be the first to hear. Part of this project has to do with server-side Swift. But again, expect a project in 7 days or 12 months. Because factors affecting this, snowboarding. I have to choose a web theme for the website that I bought. For the web domain that I bought in making the website. Other projects spontaneously revived from my side project graveyard. That may or may not be my Hacktoberfest project. And then chaotic traveling. I also travel a lot, so we will see. It's on my list. It is definitely on my list of things to do. I don't know if it'll happen before the holidays, though, because I have a lot to do before then. But stay tuned. Actually, Daniel, did I tell you what it is? I think I may have. I can't remember if it was you that I had told. Let me know, though. Okay, view model was never mutated. What is that warning? Click. Come on, click. Why is there not opening? Is that one this? If we do that. 5 warnings. Will that go down to 4? Ooh, some Vision OS tutorials would be nice. I like that. The issue with Vision OS tutorials, I think right now, is they're so niche that, oh my goodness, we expanded the macro. I'm gonna fix these while we're here. They're so niche, not many people are looking for them yet. Oh, I don't know if that'll work. Let's build this. I don't think it was me. Okay, who was it? It was somebody else then. I've told somebody else too. So, the 9 of you here plus one other person. You all know. But that'll be fun. I have a lot of ideas around that. But I have other things to do as well. So, right, yeah, Vision OS. The reason for Vision OS tutorials is because, okay, are these issues gonna go away? Product, clear all issues. Okay, let's rebuild. See if they come back. Yeah, I would love to do more Vision OS tutorials, and I have done at least a little bit of Vision OS, like, since it came out. I know, like, a lot of basics around it. So because of that, I'm like, and I can commit directly to dev because it's my project. Is that logic? That just happened. So if we refresh this, last commit was me. Go back out to the workflows and cancel. Cancel. Okay. Vision OS, a lot of people still are not looking for Vision OS, is from what I've seen, actually. And because of that, I think not many people are making tutorials. Actually, also with that, Ryan, do you know any other people who are making Vision OS tutorials? Like, YouTube channels? Because I think I've so far only found maybe one or two. Other than that, it's kind of just like go through dub videos is what I've seen. But maybe we'll do that as well. I have a lot of ideas. I would love to be like a YouTube channel that's like the next Sean Allen, so it's like everybody knows who they are and goes to them for like tons and tons of tutorials. That would be awesome. Okay, so let's refresh this. All the tests. Ooh, did you close this? I couldn't give you permission, so I opened a new PR when I turned it on. Okay. Is this the same PR? I couldn't find where to give you permission, so I opened a new PR. That's fine. Done. Okay, we merged all of these, so we're gonna check all those ones off because they've been merged. Now I only have 9 other notifications. Okay, there we go. I think this did take another hour. I think this is where we are gonna end this stream. Vision Pro is just too expensive. I'd love to write a Vision OS app, but I don't have the device, and I don't want to develop on hardware that I can't afford to test. That's true. It's very niche right now. Yeah, basically. It's super niche, and not many people are doing it. We'll see if that changes. I'll be very interested to see if that's what is it? If it's like the next product that like completely flops or something by Apple, or maybe it becomes a thing. But of course, we all know it's not going to become a thing until they get the price down, which makes total sense. So it's kind of like the people doing it now are the people who will like know how it all works and how the platform works for that time whenever it comes, maybe, of when it becomes less expensive. Yeah, it's definitely too small of a user base for a lot of people for indie apps and things, which is kind of why I haven't done it. So it's like, it's such a small niche thing. Maybe we'll know. It'll kind of depend if I do put out a Vision OS tutorial series or something, and then seeing what kind of response that video gets. But we will find out. Apple has some Vision OS tutorials. I own the Vision Pro, but I don't know anyone else that has them. I do. If you want to do a FaceTime call and check out personas, let me know. Yeah. Ooh, I would say you could download my app, which you could totally go do. But currently it's crashing because there's a bug in it. Because it broke from Vision OS 1 to 2, and I haven't fixed it yet. That's on my to-do list somewhere. But I also have Hacktoberfest that I have to do. So maybe after Hacktoberfest, I will finally go and fix that. But yeah, Ryan, DM me sometime, and we can do a FaceTime call and see all the things that you can do on the Vision Pro, because I have 2 other friends who have them, and we do calls every so often, and also like play games and stuff, and it's actually really fun. But it's super niche, but it's like, is it $4,000 of fun? I don't know, but it's still fun. So I'm gonna wrap up this stream. Would love to continue this conversation with everybody in DMs, or I will be back tomorrow probably around the same time. Be sure to like the video and subscribe, because if you subscribe, then turn notifications on, you will actually see when I will be live, because I haven't created the stream yet, and I'm gonna do that probably sometime after lunch. So again, thank you to everybody for coming. Thank you, Ryan and Omar, for the 5 coffees each, so I now have 10 coffees. Much appreciated, because yeah, I want to start like reviving my YouTube channel and start doing more, and I'd love to like get monetized, because I am still very far away from that, especially because I took a break the last like year pretty much, because I've been super busy and traveling. I don't know if that's going to change though, so we will figure it out. I have to figure out my priorities, what I actually want to work on, do want to make tutorials and everything. Lots of ideas of stuff. I just have to narrow down what can I actually do. So I will be doing that. Thanks again to everybody for coming. So be sure to join tomorrow, probably around the same time. It'll kind of depend on people I go and DM in a second. But thank you again to everybody for coming, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Okay, let's see. Can I stop the stream properly? Did I set the settings right? We'll see.